Hey everybody, Jake here from Bearded Gear, and I am on the side of a road in Portland, Oregon with Thomas Moore. Say
Hello.
hi, Thomas.
I'm
And
Thomas Moore.
He is. He's real. So, Thomas has told me that in Portland, there is a burger that is a competitor for In-N-Out.
I think so.
And if you know me well, you know that I adore In-N-Out. I eat there a lot. And in the Millie PM2 Pair 3 Club, where I basically met Thomas. I'd followed you on Instagram, but we communicate a lot in there.
Absolutely.
Every now and then I share a post having to do with In-N-Out because it's a swarm of engagement, which is very fun to see everybody debate upon which burger is best. And Thomas's contender is from Super Deluxe. So, you're gonna see me take the first bite of this, then I'm gonna turn the camera off, and then we'll come back to talk about knives, I think.
Or burgers.
Knives and burgers.
Yeah.
Both. But we got in here honey mustard. That's a good sign. Napkins. Something that In-N-Out does not have. Chicken nuggets. I'll try one of those as well because they do look excellent. Some fry sauce. Rogue chicken nugget. They have crinkle cut fries. Also different from In-N-Out.
This is the most exciting unboxing video I've ever seen.
And the burger itself. So I got their double burger. The only modification I made was no tomato, because I don't like tomatoes on my burgers. And we're gonna see how this fares. Alright. Should I just jump right in?
Mm-hmm.
Just go for it?
Go for it.
Alright. Bite number one. Okay.
It's not a gourmet burger. It's a really fast food burger.
I feel like I can see a lot of similarity to an In-N-Out burger, but some noticeable differences. I like that they shred the lettuce. That's a good move. Alright. Let me get a few more bites in, then I'll give a quasi-review of the burger. But you've witnessed the first bite, and let's try the chicken real quick as well. That is a good chicken nugget. Look at that. In-N-Out doesn't even have chicken nuggets, so ultimately the chicken nugget has to win. But that's a really solid chicken nugget. Alright. Catch back up with you in a second. Alright, so we are back. We're actually at Thomas's house. He's playing gracious host today and letting me hang out for a little bit. We've got Camden here too, hanging out with us. So first things first, you witnessed the first bite of the burger and the chicken. Both were really good. Thomas swears that today was kind of an off day for that burger place, but even if that's true, I still really enjoyed it.
You came all the way here. It could have been better for you, but I'm glad it was at least acceptable.
I'm glad that my first time having it was tailgate style with Thomas. That was the right way to do it.
It was.
I really enjoyed it. I think, if I'm being objectively honest, compared to In-N-Out, I wouldn't say that I prefer it. But here's the real truth. If I didn't grow up on In-N-Out, and my palate wasn't like based around In-N-Out being the burger in my life, then I don't know if I don't know which would be my favorite. It's impossible for me to remove that bias. So it was a really good burger, and I think if I was in Portland and like grew up on that, then that would probably be my favorite.
I will take that. That's high praise. Especially since we do have an In-N-Out here. I haven't been to In-N-Out in a long time, so I'm not fully clear on what I'm missing on. But they're coming. Lines are still hours long.
Yeah.
Once it dies down, maybe you'll have a different perception of it.
The next time Thomas goes to In-N-Out, I'm going to text him exactly what to order.
Exactly.
And that'll probably help.
I think so.
Today, I followed him in line, and I literally, to a T, got identically the same exact meal that he got. So I knew that I was getting what the locals get.
Yes, you need fry sauce, obviously, with you.
Fry
You
sauce
need
is
fry
good.
sauce.
I thought fry sauce was a Utah thing.
Ooh, I didn't know
All
that.
of my Utah friends are really into fry sauce, so I was surprised when they had fry sauce. But I dig fry sauce.
Fry sauce is great. It's very good.
In-N-Out's spread is similar to fry sauce, but they add relish to it. So. Gross. Anyways, so we're just hanging out. We have some glass bottle root beers. If you know Thomas, you know that that is his thing. I really enjoy glass bottle root beer as well.
It's not yucky, Cameron.
So I figured while we hang out, we would just do a quick kind of pocket check, see what's in each other's pockets, talk about that a little bit. Bless you. So yeah, do you want me to go first, or do you want to go first?
You can go first. Set an example. Let's see.
Okay.
Let's see what I have to live up to.
Let us know in the comments whose is better. Just kidding. Don't do that. So I have in my primary position today my Demco AD20. This is not going to show up very well, but I'll try to show you.
Get out of there.
He's doing great. He's good. Yeah, I love the AD20. If you watch my full review or my Knife of the Year video or a number of videos, you'll see this is one of my favorites. Then in my jacket pocket, because I'm in Portland and I have a jacket on and I can justify carrying more things, I have the ZT 452, loaned to me by Jeff Loffer. My review on this will be done soon, so you can be watching out for that. I'm actually really enjoying this knife quite a lot. And then in my secondary knife position, back left pocket, I have the Giant Mouse Ace Riv in green micarta. Also in the process of reviewing this one. Love this knife so far. So those are the three knives in my pocket. I also, because I knew I was meeting up. What?
More stuff.
Well, yeah. So I knew I was meeting Tom today, and I've been carrying this a lot lately just to fidget with. My Millie PM2 Para 3 Club coin, because Thomas is one of the creators of the Millie PM2 Para 3 Club. So I figured it was the right time to have my coin on it. What's funny is I didn't put a PM2 in my pocket. Now I'm realizing I probably should have. But I brought one in my knife case. So that's what's in my pockets.
Very impressive. I like all these things. How do you like the ZT?
I love the ZT. So the ZT is an older model, I think. It's been out for a couple of years.
It's familiar looking, yeah.
It's one of the ones that I've heard a lot of good things about for a long time, but I was never super excited about, and so I just never gave one a shot. And then Jeff sent me, this is his personal one that he carries and uses, and so he gave me permission to beat up on it and cut with it. And I was intimidated because it's usually a 4-inch blade. It has a large handle to fit a 4-inch blade.
Yeah.
With my smaller end of the scale hands, I find large knives oftentimes don't fit my hand very well, but this one is real comfortable. So I super dig that knife. Thank you.
He would like you to do an unboxing and a review of Piggy.
This is Piggy.
This is Piggy. Very creative name for Piggy.
Carries a little big in pocket, but very lightweight,
I like
it's considered.
It's pretty fun to flip.
Yeah. I would imagine that after I'm done reviewing it, you also knowing Jeff, he'd probably let you borrow it.
This is very true.
I don't want to speak for Jeff Loffer.
I dig that. That's cool.
Alright, so those are the knives that I'm carrying. Thomas is actually familiar with the 8020 because I've loaned it to him in the past. He has spent, I don't know, a week or two with that knife. One of the coolest things about the knife hobby to me is having friends like Thomas. Even though this is the first time that I'm ever meeting Thomas face to face, we have met each other online, obviously, a lot. We've been on video conference calls together in the group, and we've loaned each other gear. So we obviously have somewhat of a trusting relationship if I've sent him expensive knives that are important to me and him to me. So that's a really cool thing. But Thomas, what's in your pockets today?
So today I figured I would carry something that was kind of typical for what I would do. Being that I'm work from home dad, I still like having cool stuff on me even though I'm not going anywhere and I'm not going to cut a ton of stuff. So today I have a Riverside Cutlery 204P DVD coated Paramilitary 2 with Aramis Akhmadev, copper dust carbon fiber scales, XXX Adrenaline XXX bronze hardware, and MXG bronze clip. This is the clip I use on all my Para 2s. It's my favorite. It just works really well, and I like the way it looks with the profile of the knife. So this is my fidget thing. This is what I carry for fun. This is what I carry when I want to flip something out fun and flashy and just have a good time. But to be honest, and everyone needs to be honest with themselves, and this is the only reason you should really carry a second knife, is if you're really going to use two knives. Unfortunately, I definitely do. And so I have what I usually have with me is a Dragonfly.
So the K390 one?
This is a K390 Dragonfly. This is this is the best Dragonfly. This is the best Dragonfly that will be for as long as I can think. This is probably going to be the best Dragonfly. These are awesome. If you've never held a Dragonfly, the ergonomics, it's acknowledging that it's a small knife.
Right.
Like, it's not trying to hide the fact that it's a small knife and make it like seem bigger. Like, no, it's meant to be held with that many fingers.
Yeah.
It's meant to be a small knife, and it just fits so well in your hand. And it's a good steel, and it's something that's now regular production. This is what I cut stuff up with. This is what I use. If I'm gonna cut open a bag of cat litter, it's this. If I'm gonna cut up down an Amazon box, do I need to grab this when I have this in my fifth pocket? No.
Yeah.
So Dragonfly's been my go-to knife since COVID happened. In general, just being around the house and not needing something super long.
Yeah. I'm so stoked that they're using K390 on production knives right now.
Yeah.
Because it's just such a phenomenal steel. And yeah, I oddly enough haven't owned anything in it yet, which is hilarious. But
I have most of the line. I don't have the Endura or the Indela yet. I'll probably pass on the Endura. I have a lot of Enduras, and I never find myself carrying a 4-inch long knife. The way the Endura is just too long for me.
yeah.
The Delica, I have those. If you ask me to choose between a Delica and a Dragonfly, I'd take a Dragonfly every single time. Even for a task that needs a longer blade, I'd rather have a Dragonfly because of the ergonomics. But the Indela seems like a sweet spot where you get a lot of knife and you get good ergonomics, but it's not too big.
Yeah. What's the blade length on the Dell?
It's 3.5.
Okay. So
Somewhere around there.
Okay.
Size of a PM2 basically.
Yeah.
Smaller handle.
There was
than
one of
PM2.
those in the Cut Club box, right?
Yes.
Or am I crazy?
There's the one in the
Okay.
box.
I think that's the only one I've ever handled. Cool. So I'm gonna hold up the PM2 to the camera real quick, just so you guys can see how ridiculous this PM2 build is. If you don't follow Thomas on Instagram, then he will be linked down below, of course. But his PM2 builds are out of this world, and it seems like he's always building crazy new ones and one-upping everything that's going on. But this one is just really, really cool. These Aramis scales are nuts. Just a gorgeous build, and built around my favorite PM2 in general. So very cool. Well, yeah, like I said, I'm gonna link to Thomas for his Instagram, and then I'm also gonna link to the Millie PM2 Para 3 Club. So I will link to Thomas on Instagram. I will link to the Millie PM2 Para 3 Club, because that's really where we've done a lot of our interacting.
That's where I live now.
Yeah. Thomas and Jason created the Millie PM2 Para 3 Club. Do you want to explain a little bit of why that club came into existence?
Yeah, so a little over 2 years ago, me and Jason, who loans Jake tons of knives, lots of knives.
Yes.
You guys, a good resource to go back and forth with each other.
Yeah.
But a few years ago, Jason messaged me on Instagram, and from private account, a non-knife account, and we just started talking, and it turned out he had almost every single PM2 at the time. He was trying to collect them all, and he was just interested to see how many people were really into certain models, but there was so much negativity in some of the other Facebook groups, just in general, but specifically towards limited releases. And that's what we like. We like limited stuff. We like having 20 of the same knife. But we couldn't post pictures and enjoy it and be proud of it and show it off. So we started this group, and the group was literally just like, we're going to invite all of our collector friends we know from the big groups. Mm-hmm. And the plan was never to leave the big group or, it was just our little side thing. But the side thing turned into something bigger and bigger as it grew. It quickly became more than just about the military, the paramilitary 2, and the para 3. It became about, that's our common tie, but we all like knives, we all like different stuff. We like non-Spyderco stuff. So the club has really grown into being a real knife community that's kind of centered around this model as a common bond that we all share. But in those now a little over 2 years, we've grown to, today we're up to 9,200 members.
Yep.
And it just keeps on going up. I can't believe how many people are into these knives. It's crazy.
Yeah, I can say too. So I joined the club right about the same time that I started this channel, and I was already in a number of Facebook groups. I wasn't super active in them, but I enjoyed Facebook for knives and the hobby, right? But there's really, these days, if I get on Facebook, the number one thing I check is the Millie Club. And then there's a couple other knife groups that I spend some time in. But for me, like, Facebook is really just kind of a tool for the Millie Club more than anything else. And it's a lot of fun in there. And it's a different type of Facebook group than the other ones I'd experienced. And yeah, so kudos to both Tom and Jason for creating it. But I'm really excited that I've been able to have so much fun in it and have found real friends in it. I'm sitting in Tom's house now in Portland, Oregon, and it's because of that club.
Well, do you want to tell your friends out there in the audience what your new title is in the club?
So I also, as of today, have accepted a position as one of the moderators in the Millie PM2 Pair 3 Club.
Absolutely.
So you will probably see me in there even more. Or maybe you'll see me the same, but I'll see you more.
You have a new badge.
I'll have a new badge. Yeah, so I'm really excited about that. I'm stoked that they invited me to do that, and I'll try to go easy with the band hammer. But yeah, I think this was fun, just seeing what's in each other's pockets. If you're not familiar with the Millie PM2 Pair 3 Club, again, it'll be linked below. If you haven't followed Thomas on Instagram already, I doubt that you haven't because he has way more followers than I do on Instagram. But check him out. He'll be linked down below. He takes amazing photos that are, I think, catalog worthy of these knives. Shoots everything super clean, super crisp, very detailed. And like even when I've loaned him knives, I'm excited to see the pictures that he takes of my knives because he has a drastically different style than I do and is really good at it. So,
well, thank you, sir. I appreciate that.
absolutely. Yeah, I think this has been fun. We're just going to keep hanging out and drinking root beer and chit-chatting. So I didn't want this to be too formal, but I couldn't not shoot a video with the infamous Thomas Moore.
We need proof that this happened.
We do need proof for the people
Yeah.
that we are both real. Because
Exactly.
you never know on the internet. We could have both catfished each other. Luckily, that didn't happen. All right, Camden, can you say bye?
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.